Before I begin, I want to do a little experiment. Everybody willing? Great. Close your eyes. Come on, I mean all of you. Close your eyes. Take yourself back to when you were 8 or 9 years old. Try and remember. What did you want to be when you grew up? Now raise your hand if you are that profession, or if you have that exact same goal in mind. That's not very many people. How do we measure success? Is it by our dreams and occupations? Would our lives be happier if we were that 8 or 9-year-old dream? My name is Raghavi Danduboyina, and today I want to talk about how we can get to what ultimately makes us feel successful and how we can measure that said success. So where do we even begin when measuring success? Well, the first step is to determine what your values and priorities are. When I was in elementary school, I really wanted to be a school teacher. Whenever I imagined myself as an adult, it was always as a happy teacher. Even if it was just an 8 or 9-year-old me teaching to my room full of invisible students, teaching was something I truly enjoyed and loved because I loved the leadership aspect that the job had to offer. However, as I grew older, I began to realize that certain aspects of the dream no longer suited my values, which had understandably shifted as my view on the world had changed as I grew older. Quite frankly, the money aspect of the job no longer suited my desire. So I changed paths. I went from wanting to be a teacher to wanting to go into a business management career. It offers me the best of both worlds, a platform for me to demonstrate my leadership qualities to guide others, and a desirable salary. Now imagine if I had kept going down the teacher path. I wouldn't have been happy because I would have ended up putting my time and effort into goals that truly didn't reflect what I wanted. Although it may be difficult, it's important for one to stay connected to their shifting values and desires. By staying connected to my shifting values and desires and being honest with myself, I created a pathway that allows me to determine whether what I do with my time and effort is truly leading to my personal success or not. Now, the second step in measuring your success is comparing yourself only to yourself. It seems to be human tendency for us to compare ourselves to everybody around us. For example, I would often compare my GPA and ACT scores to others around me, thinking that it was the best way for me to measure my own progress. However, I couldn't be more wrong. It's not an accurate measurement at all. True success is attained only through knowing you did everything within the limits of your abilities to becoming the very best that you are capable of being. John Wooden. Wooden basically said that if you put your standards for success too unreasonably high based on other people's expectations and achievements around you, you're constantly going to fail and disappoint yourself. Instead of using others' progress and achievements as a benchmark against your own, why not compare your present self to your past self? That way, you can oversee progress that you've made and continue to make sure that progress you make in the future is not stagnant. By keeping your expectations realistic and understanding the limits of your abilities, you can effectively measure your own success. Remember, there isn't some universal equation that we can just plug all of our life accomplishments into to get a number indicating our level of success. And while I do wish it were that simple, success is a layered and complicated concept, and therefore requires a layered and complicated procedure to accurately measure and define it. So, take the time to truly reflect upon yourself. Understand, what are your values? What are your desires? Understand and set reasonable expectations for yourself by knowing the limits of your abilities. Then, go take the knowledge of yourself and pursue the success that you desire. Thank you all for giving me the time today.